The Justice Department has asked a court to unseal the search warrant the FBI received before searching the Florida estate of former President Donald Trump. Attorney General Merrick Garland said on Thursday. Garland cited the substantial public interest in this matter in announcing the request at a Justice Department news conference. Garland also said he personally approved the search warrant, which was part of an ongoing Justice Department investigation into the discovery of classified White House records recovered from Trump's Mar-a-Lago home in Palm Beach, Florida. Earlier this year, it was not immediately clear if or when the unsealing request filed in federal court in Miami might be granted, or when the documents might be released. An armed man in body armor tried to breach a security checkpoint at an FBI office amid increased threats against federal agents after the FBI searched the former President Donald Trump's Florida home. Officers from the FBI and Ohio State Patrol were attempting to apprehend the man as the surrounding area was placed on lockdown. A statement from the FBI called the situation an active standoff situation. The nearby Clinton County Emergency Management Agency, in its own statement posted to social media, said shots had been fired between agents and the subjects who fled the scene northbound on the Interstate Highway 71. They described the suspect as a male wearing a gray shirt and body armor. Clinton County officials warned residents and businesses in the area to lock their doors. A suicide bombing Thursday at a religious seminary in Afghanistan's capital, Kabul, killed a prominent Taliban cleric known for his fiery speeches against Islamic State militants. A spokesman for the ruling Taliban confirmed the assassination of Sheikh Rahimullah Haqqani in what he said was a brutal enemy attack. The report said the bomber detonated explosives hidden in an artificial limb. The Taliban authorities say an investigation into the attack was underway. The self-proclaimed Islamic State took responsibility for the deadly attack on Haqqani. In his speeches, the cleric would regularly challenge Islamic State Khorasan province, an Afghan affiliate of the militant group, also known as ISIS-K, which is fighting Taliban rule and carrying out bombings against the country's minority Shiite Muslims. Bipartisan legislation that would allow eligible Afghans to apply for lawful permanent residence in the United States was introduced in both chambers of the U.S. Congress this week, days before the first anniversary of the U.S. military withdrawal from Afghanistan. The Afghan Adjustment Act would establish a path to U.S. citizenship for Afghans whose immigration status will be uncertain when their temporary humanitarian parole expires. More than 76,000 Afghans were admitted to the U.S. on temporary immigration status following the military withdrawal from Afghanistan in August of last year. An alleged member of Islamic State hostage-taking cell nicknamed the Beatles has been charged with terrorism offenses in Britain after being deported from Turkey. AP correspondent Charles de Ledesma has more.
London police say Ain Davis was arrested at Luton Airport, north of London, on Wednesday night and charged with offences under the Terrorism Act. He is due to appear in court in London on Thursday. The militants, dubbed the Beatles by their hostages because of their British accents, held about 24 Westerners a decade ago when the IS controlled a large swath of Syria and Iraq. Several of the captives were killed in gruesome beheadings, including Americans James Foley and Stephen Sutcliffe, and Britain's David Haines and Alan Henning. Charles de Ledesma, London.
Former Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa arrived in Thailand on Thursday, according to 3 witnesses reported by Reuters news agency, as he seeks temporary shelter in a second Southeast Asian country after fleeing his island nation last month amid mass protests.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.